Obadiah is the next prophet. And Obadiah is a prediction, just one chapter, a prediction that God will judge the whole land, and he's including Israel in that land. In other words, the judgment will come from Babylon. God uses nations to destroy nations. That's the way it is in this world. You look at our map. Our map has changed in our lifetime. There was no such thing as Bosnia or Herzegovina years ago, but now the map has changed. And Obadiah sees that. Jonah is the next prophet. Jonah is probably the best known of the prophets because he was eaten by a great fish. It was not a whale. Whales couldn't eat a man. But this is a Canis carcharias is the technical name for this fish. Jonah was called by God to go preach the word of God at Nineveh. And Jonah was a bigoted, arrogant Jew who hated Gentiles. He didn't want to go to Nineveh. So instead of going where God told him, he went down and caught a ship to go the opposite direction, to Spain. And he's on the Mediterranean, and a great storm comes, and God terrifies the people on board the ship. They throw off the cargo. They run ropes under the ship to try to hold it together, and they finally cast lots to see who was the guy that God was mad at that sent this storm. And the lot fell on Jonah. And so Jonah said, the only way you're going to be saved is to throw me into the sea. And Jonah knew he was running from God, so they picked him up. They didn't want to throw him into the sea, but they did it. And when he was in the sea, as soon as he was there, this great fish swallowed him and took him and vomited him up on land. And God called him a second time and said, go to Nineveh. If I was going to outline the book of Jonah, I would give you 4 points. Jonah ran from God. Chapter 2, Jonah runs to God. Chapter 3, Jonah runs with God. And chapter 4, Jonah runs against God. He is so angry at God. He preached a short message in Nineveh, and all the Ninevites believed it and repented, and God turned his wrath away from Nineveh. But Jonah went up on the side of a mountain. He wanted to see the destruction of Nineveh, and God didn't destroy Nineveh, so Jonah ends up the book angry, and God has to teach him about it.